Rocks and minerals. Most of the minerals and precious stones are obtained from rocks. They are very important and useful in many ways. Can you name the picture? The Earth, a huge rock. Earth is a planet. Do you know what is it made up of? It is made up of rocks. Therefore, it is sometimes called the third rock from the sun. The study of the earth is called geology. Study of rocks provides a record of evolution of living things on earth. Type of rocks. Rocks present in earth's crust are grouped into three different types. These are igneous rocks, sedimentary rock, and metamorphic rocks. Knowledge zone. Igneous rocks are among the oldest rock on the earth. Igneous rock. Igneous rocks are also called the fire rocks. There are molten rocks called magma present deep under the earth. When this magma gets trapped into small pieces or pockets and cool down slowly, it forms igneous rock. When magma comes above the ground during volcanic eruption, it is called lava. On cooling, lava forms igneous rocks. Thus, igneous rocks are formed either underground by magma or on the surface of the ground by lava. There are many kinds of igneous rocks. Each kind of igneous rocks contains different minerals and has different structure. The various kinds of igneous rocks are the following. Granite rocks. These are formed by the slowly cooling of magma deep below the earth's surface. The two main minerals present in granite are quartz and feldspar. Granite is hard and does not wear out easily. Granite is used for building mountains, making statues, kitchen slabs, and flooring. Scoria rocks. These are formed by quick cooling of lava on the earth's surface. Scoria is also actually not a mixture of minerals. It is a kind of glass. It has small pits on it, which are formed by releasing of air from small pockets. These rocks are also called basalt rocks. Pumic rocks. These are formed by when lava cools quickly. These rocks have many small holes in them, which give them sponge-like appearance due to air holes. They are very light and float on water. Powder of pumic rocks is used to make soaps and tooth powder and polishes the floor. They are also used as body scrubbers. Obsidian rocks. These are also formed by quick cooling of lava. They look like black glass. The edge of these rocks are very sharp. Obsidian rocks are used to make tools. Sedimentary rocks. For millions of years, small pieces of our earth have been eroded, broken down, and worn away by wind and water. These pieces were washed down stream where they settle at the bottom of river, lakes and ocean. Layers after layer of abroad earth pieces were deposited and got compressed with time until the bottom layer turned into hard rock. These rocks are called sedimentary rocks. Therefore, sedimentary rocks are found in layers which are formed by the sedimentation of eroded earth pieces. In the same manner, layers of eroded piece of the earth were held together by minerals. There are many kinds of sedimentary rock. Sandstone rock. These are formed from small grains of quartz and feldspar. These are soft and either yellow, brown, red, or pink in color. Sandstone is mostly used to build stone. The Red Fort in Delhi is made up of red sandstone. Limestone rock. These are formed from mineral called calcite. Calcite generally comes from the beds of evaporated seas and lakes and forms the shells of sea animals. Limestone is used in the manufacture of concrete and is an excellent building stone for humid regions. The chalk used for writing on blackboard is also made from limestone. It is also used for making glass. Conglomerate rock. These rocks are made up of sand and pebbles which are held together with minerals like silica and calcium carbonate. These rocks are either grey or orange in color. Conglomerates are sometimes used as ornamental stones. Gypsum rocks. These rocks are very soft and are made up of sulfate minerals. Gypsum is used to make plaster of Paris, cast and molds. Shale rocks. These rocks are made up of clay. Shale rock is used to make bricks and tiles. Activity. Can you guess what was cementing material of erode earth pieces? Mix 1 cup of water and half cup of Epsom salt in a bowl. Stir until most salt dissolve. Place about 1 inch of sand in small paper cup. Add enough salt solution to just cover the sand and mix well. Let the mixture stand until dry. Cut off paper cup and take a closer look at rock. Where is the salt? How does it hold the sand together?
Metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks are found by the transformation of either igneous rocks or sedimentary rocks due to intense heat and pressure caused by overlying layers of rocks. There are many types of metamorphic rocks. Marble. It is formed by the metamorphosis of a sedimentary rock called limestone. It is cut and polished to give it a very smooth surface. Marble is used to make buildings and statues. It comes in many colors besides white and black. The Taj Mahal in Agra is built of white marble. It is formed by metamorphosis of shale, a sedimentary rock. It is shiny and can split into thick sheets. It is grey or black in color. Slate is used for making blackboards, roofs and stone walls. Quartz. It is formed by the metamorphosis or transformation of sandstone. Quartz is used for making statues. Gneiss. It is formed from granite, which is an igneous rock. In this rock, mineral grains get flattened due to tremendous heat and pressure and get arranged in alternating patterns. They have a glittery appearance because they contain a shining mineral called mica. Minerals. The earth is made up of different types of materials which are further made up of one or more elements. Some of these elements are found in pure form and others in the form of components. An element or a compound found in the earth's crust is called mineral. Metallic and non-metallic minerals. Rocks contain many useful minerals. The minerals containing metals are called metallic minerals. The minerals from which metals can be extracted profitably are called ores. Iron, copper, gold and aluminium are extracted from their ores. The minerals that do not have metals in them are called non-metallic minerals. Some of these are in the form of crystals. They are hard and can be polished to make gemstones. Common gemstones used in making jewelry are diamond, sapphire, emerald and ruby.
Fossil fuels. Millions of years ago, the dead plants and animals slowly got buried under the layers of the earth and decomposed to form fossil fuels. Coal, petroleum and natural gas are common fossil fuels. Today they are used to fulfill most of our energy demands. Coal. Coal is a sedimentary rock. It was formed by the decomposition of dead remains of trees, ferns and other plants that lived 300 to 400 million years ago and got buried in swamps. Coal is used as a fuel to run steam engines in thermal power plants for generating electricity and in blast furnaces in steel plants. It is also used for cooking, manufacturing drugs, plastics, cosmetics, fertilizers, etc. Petroleum. Petroleum is a black-colored thick liquid which is also called crude oil. It was formed by the decomposition of organisms that lived in water and got buried under ocean or river sediments. Petrol, diesel, kerosene, lubricating oil, wax and medicinal oils are obtained from petroleum. Knowledge zone. The green diesel or cleaner diesel is a refined form of diesel which does not release black smoke and smell. Hence its use reduces air pollution. Natural gas. The natural gas is found underground in deeper and hotter regions near the petroleum deposits. Natural gas is used as a fuel. Nowadays, CNG is used as a clean alternative to automobile fuel. It is also supplied to homes to be used for cooking purposes. It is also used to manufacture fertilizers. Conserving fossil fuels. With a rapid increase in human population, number of vehicles and industries, the demand for fossil fuels has increased many times to meet the energy needs. But these fuels are in limited amounts and will last only for a limited period of time. So we need to conserve them and look for alternative sources of energy like wind, water, and sun. Besides this, scientists are working on finding still more sources of energy. For example, liquid hydrogen is purposed to be useful for running vehicles. It is not easy to use hydrogen as it is catches fire easily. Even transportation and storage of liquid hydrogen are very risky. Similarly, other ideas also have some practical problems. Therefore, it is better to conserve the current sources of energy available to us and use them wisely. At one go, rocks are of three types: igneous, sedimentary, metamorphic. Igneous rocks are formed by cooling of magma and lava. Sedimentary rocks are formed by sedimentation of earth pieces. Igneous and sedimentary rocks change into metamorphic rocks. Fossil pools are formed by the decomposition of remains of living organisms. Coal, petroleum, and natural gas are fossil pools. Remember these terms: decomposition, rotting gradually by natural chemical process; evolution, the gradual changes by which present-day living beings have been produced; metamorphosis, a change of shape; conserve, to use something without wasting it. Soil erosion and conservation. Warm up. Wind and water are the main agents of soil erosion. Can you name the agent responsible for soil erosion shown in the picture? Soil. The soil forms the uppermost layer of the earth's crust. It consists of fine rock particles and the remains of dead plants and animals. It also contains air and water in it. Soil is very important for all living things. In fact, life on land is nurtured by soil. It supports the growth of plants. We all are dependent on plants for our basic needs like food, medicine, clothing, and shelter. Many microorganisms like bacteria, fungi, worms, and insects live in soil. Formation of soil. Soil is formed by the weathering of rocks. Weathering is a very slow and gradual natural process. During the process, large rocks are broken down into into fine particles by wind and water. These particles are further acted upon by other factors like temperature changes, frost and living organisms. Natural events like earthquakes also cause the huge rocks to break down into small pieces. It takes about 200 to 400 years for the formation of just a centimeter of topsoil. Composition of soil. There are 3 layers of soil. These are topsoil, subsoil and bedrock. Topsoil is the uppermost dark layer of soil. It is the most fertile layer because it is rich in humus. Humus is formed by the breakdown of dead and decaying parts of plants and animals. Subsoil is found just below the topsoil. It is a light colored layer which contains little humus. Below the subsoil, there is a layer of lumps of parent rock. Bedrock is the lowest layer of the soil. It is non-porous, unweathered rock. Soil erosion. The loss of topsoil by fast blowing wind or flowing water is called soil erosion. Factors causing soil erosion. The main factors that cause soil erosion are wind, water, some human activities. Soil erosion by wind. Strong winds carry away the topsoil very easily. Erosion due to wind is the greatest in dry areas and where the land is not covered by plants or has less vegetation. Erosion by water. Heavy rain or running water washes away the topsoil causing soil erosion. Heavy soil erosion occurs in hilly areas because river water flows faster on the slopes and takes the fertile soil away. On reaching the plains, the river slows down and this soil settles down at the bottom of the river. This is called silting. The plants hold soil particles together. Let us prove it by an activity. To show that plants prevent soil erosion. Take 2 days trays, place a patch of soil covered with grass in one tray and fill another tray with soil. Tilt both the trays by placing a log of wood under one side. Pour equal amount of water from the upper side of both the trays. What do you observe? Water flowing down the soil with rooted plants has very less or no soil, whereas it washes away soil which is without plants. Soil erosion due to human activities. To meet the demand of wood, man has been cutting down the trees in forests. It leads to deforestation, which is one of the major causes of soil erosion. When trees are cut down, soil becomes loose and gets carried away easily. Overgrazing by animals in a particular area makes the land dry and barren. This too results in soil erosion. Too much plowing of farmland also makes the soil loose. Wind or water can easily carry away this loosened soil. Sometimes soil is left bare for a long time after harvesting. This unprotected soil can also be easily blown away. Checkpoint. Effects of soil erosion. Soil erosion has following effects. When the fertile top soil is eroded, the less fertile subsoil comes to the surface, which leads to a fall in crop production. Gradually, the land loses its fertility and becomes barren. Silting at large scale makes the river change its course. Soil erosion causes water pollution. Large-scale soil erosion can lead to landslides, which results in the loss of life and property. Conservation of soil. The protection of soil against its erosion is called soil conservation. Different methods of soil conservation are as follows: planting trees or afforestation. Roots of plants hold the soil particles together and thus protect the soil from being carried away by wind or water. Trees, bushes, grasses, and hedges along the boundaries of farmlands shield the topsoil and prevent soil erosion. Terrace farming. On hill slopes, farming is done by cutting steps and terraces. This is called terrace farming. It reduces the speed of flowing water and thus the amount of soil flowing downhill with water. By growing grass. When the land is not being used for farming, it is good to grow grass or some creepers on it. The grass has spreading fibrous roots. It covers the topsoil quickly, keeps it wet and holds it firmly. Constructing dams and embankments. Floods include huge quantities of running water that wash away a large part of the topsoil. Dams and embankments are built on rivers to check soil erosion by floods. Knowledge zone to encourage afforestation among children. Vanamaholsava is celebrated in school. Soil pollution. Various human activities like dumping of solid on non-biodegradable wastes such as glass, plastics, polythenes, etc. on land cause soil pollution. The polluted land becomes less fertile. Excessive use of pesticides and chemical fertilizers by farmers is also a major cause of soil pollution. The soil pollution ultimately makes the land barren. At one go. Soil is formed by weathering of rocks. It has 3 layers: topsoil, subsoil, and bedrock. Removal of topsoil is called soil erosion. Wind, water, and human activities are main factors of soil erosion. Soil can be conserved by afforestation, terrace farming, and by constructing dams across rivers. Remember these terms: weathering, burning away of rocks, fertile, good to grow plants, barren, that cannot grow plants well, course of river, the direction in which a river flows, embankment, a strong wall built along a river to prevent floods.